I keep getting the same thing. Like I keep getting people saying, "Oh well, we can't stop the transactions unless it's a regular transaction. You have to talk to the merchant first, and then we give them 2 weeks, and then we do a fraud investigation, and that's going to take an extra 30 days." When you've had like $800 sometimes taken out of your account, and it's completely fraudulent, you don't really have the money that month to wait for all of this stuff, and it is scary. It is really really scary. I mean, I've had somebody is taking out of your account right now, and I'm still like trying to talk to him, like regular transactions. So he's taking $100 on like the first of the month, and then an extra $100 on like the 14th, I think. And I'm trying to stop him, but he says it's his system that's doing it. So I've tried like blocking my card, but I don't know if that's really going to stop his system from doing that. And he has to talk to somebody else to get it fixed. And he's been doing this for a while now. And then I just talked to somebody who took an extra 400 out of that credit card as well. But they had like, it was like a camping people, and they took 401 cents out, and then the next day they took an extra 400, like the very next day. And it's just like I've had to pay that off, and I haven't been able to deal with it. I haven't been able to like call them because I've been so busy. And like that's a lot of money. I have to pay interest off of it, and like I have to phone them first and then get some sort of like response from them, and then I get to phone you, and then it's like a 30-day investigation, and then maybe I get my money back. And then like right now they're saying, first they said, "Oh, we'll only talk to you next week," and then I sent them the proof, and then they said, "Oh, well, we'll talk to the manager," and then the manager got upset with me for not dealing with it earlier. And it's like, that is not my fault. I'm not the one that charged myself an extra $400. I just haven't been able to get to it till now. And and now she's like asking for like my bank account statements, like more bank account statements, and like what bank I'm dealing with and all this other stuff. And I said, you know what, like a refund is real easy, right? Like it's on my card, just refund the card. But she hasn't gotten back to me about that one either. So I'm gonna get gaslighted probably for the next 2 weeks, and then I get to report them if I have the time. And so in the meantime, I'm out $400 there. I'm out a few hundred on the other one, and then I've got a taxi driver that's charging me $33. I didn't even know until I looked at it. For a 5-minute drive, he's charging me $33 on my card. It's an automatic system again, so it's like taking extra money out of my card on an automatic system. So it's just like, and that's a TD one as well. Now I'm trying to like block the card, but that's, holy mackerel, is that ever a lot of money? Like, I'm a single mother on disability, and I'm trying to get by, and it's extremely expensive here. My money is going down and down and down and down. I saved a lot of money, and it is all going. So, and part of it is this, right? I don't really know what to do about it. What, I get a new credit card, and then I deal with another company, and the same thing happens? Right? Like, this is not a good solution at all. Whatever this system is, it's not good. Like, I should be able to phone and say, stop these people from charging me, but instead I have to like go through all this process and lose money. Hello? Hello? You're still on the phone. You got like, hello? Hello? You're not on hold or anything. Hello?
Hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, that's me. Hi. Did you like...
Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, so I was saying that I did hear what you mentioned. So let me ask you this question. Do you see any transaction on your credit card which is not attempted by you?
A lot, yeah.
Which one is that? Can you tell me 2 or 3?
I already told you. So right now, I'm supposed to be phoning them and talking to them first. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to them. I'm hoping that we don't have to do a fraudulent claim, because this is a very small community and it really hurts businesses and stuff like that when these things happen. So if they can clear it up with me first, I'm giving them that chance. But at the same time, I'm still out of money.
So what do you want us to do? That's what I'm asking. The credit card is blocked.
Right. So
I do see that the transaction which triggered your credit card. So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to unblock it?
Are you finished?
Hello?
Okay. Okay, so listen. What I would like to know is there a real solution to this? I cannot be out thousands of dollars every month. I cannot be out hundreds of dollars every month. And I can't I don't want to pay the interest off of it either. And I don't even get the interest back when the fraudulent claim happens. Like, what's the solution? Like, what is it? Like, what do you do?
There is no solution. If you see the transaction is not done by you, we have to go with the fraud claim. The fraud department will cancel your credit card and issue another one. You can start using that one. The fraud will do their investigation, which takes this many days, approximately a month. Whatever the decision will be, we have to go with that one.
Oh, okay.
There is no other solution of that.
Okay. Do you even know, what's the fraud? Do you know the process for investigation? Like, do they, look into their system and see, if they've had previous claims or whatnot? Or, how would they know?
I don't know, to be frank, as I'm not working in the fraud department, so I don't know what is their process.
Okay.
If you want to know that process, I can transfer you to the fraud department.
Sure. Are they open?
They are, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me transfer you to them.
Hi. I'm just wondering. Hello? Who's there? Hi. You're breaking up.
I know your first last name.
Yeah. You got to get a better phone line.
No, it's basically that's why you feel. Now, is it good for you?
Yeah, that's way better. Okay, so what I was wondering.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What I was wondering is, what is exactly the fraud? What's your process? How do you because I'm wondering if you go into somebody else's system and look for further fraud. You give them a phone call and say, if this fraud, how do you know whether it's fraud or not? What is this 30-day investigation?
Okay, may I get your first and last name, if you don't mind? Gets communication easy.
No. I'm not going to give you my first and last name. I already phoned and let people know, even my bank number and everything. So, no, right now I just want to know that answer.
Sorry, ma'am. I can't disclose anything, but yes. What's your question? You said that how we know that's the fraud.
Yeah. What's the investigation process? Yeah.
Investigation process, you mean to say which type of investigation? Is it fraud happen on your card and
so say
that's right?
Yeah. So say it's fraud on a Visa card or a debit card or anything like that. Somebody takes money out of your card because they have your number. And then you have to do a 30-day fraud investigation, and then whatever you decide goes, whether it's fraud or not. So, I mean, the question is, what is the process that we know?
There is a
basically process we can explain to the customer when they call, right? If there is something fraud happen, we will give them information. I can't disclose any information like that. Sorry about that, ma'am.
Okay. So
But it's the procedure which our team goes through. We can't disclose that. As you can't disclose your name, right? So I can't disclose anything else information.
no.
But
this
yeah,
is.
that's the
Are you telling me that there's like for every single person there's a different type of investigation? Like it's not just one. Like if you phoned it, like
yeah.
you usually,
Yeah.
usually be like you know, if I thought somebody was committing fraud, I would look into like maybe previous transactions or some kind of record or something like that. So look for some kind of pattern. Like that's what I would do. But you know, maybe even into like that person's account, you know, like the person you're helping, like their account, and seeing if it's happened before or anything like that. So there's no like standard process for it, because like I'm not asking about anybody in particular. I'm just asking like in general, is there like a standard process?
Yeah, you can reach out to branch. A branch can help you and explain you all the procedures if you had a fraud happen, right? But in a general conditions, we can't disclose any information. Sorry about that.
Nothing general. Okay, is there like
no.
a reason?
We don't have a general like things, right? Like
Okay.
we have, if that's fraud, then that's fraud. We will go ahead from there and we will help the customer. It's basically depend everything on the situation. So we don't have a particular thing basically. We can't disclose to anyone. Sorry about that.
Right. Oh, okay. So you just basically
For your call. Yes.
get left in the dark. So the question then is, you have to go to your branch, and your branch will tell you?
So if you have any questions, you go to branch. Branch will ask branch any questions. They will help you.
So why would
this information?
Yeah, why would the branch help me find some general information then?
Because you can't provide us any information about your name or anything. We can't disclose anything to an unknown person.
So, okay, wait. So if somebody doesn't have a, like, okay, so obviously I have a TD account because I've already disclosed all that information. Like, there's no two ways about that. It's literally, we were going through my account. So if that's not in your records, I'd be very surprised. So I got transferred from there to another department, to your department, to explain this. And so what you're saying is that even though I gave somebody all my information, if I don't give you my name once again, then you can't tell me like any general information, and I have to go into my branch with my card, tell them my name, and ask if there's general information?
So basically, if you're transferred as well, I need to confirm your first and last name, right? Because as you said, I don't know, or I don't want to give you the name, then I can't disclose any information.
Okay.
If you are a TD customer, we should be sharing the information, right? Only I can also disclose your profile information.
No, there's a reason that I'm not sharing this information right now, and it's because someone else...
What happened?
What happened? Okay, I was speaking.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I have other people listening in right now, and I am not going to disclose that information. I know that I have already phoned and that you have already gotten my information. I am surprised that I have to send it to you yet again in order to find out some general information. So what you're saying is anybody who doesn't have a TD card can't find out general information or gives you their name like on the same phone call with 2 transfers. And already having looked through my bank account, you're saying that even through wait, I'm not finished. Okay, so you're saying that even through all of that, I cannot get information about general stuff because I have people listening in, and I'm not going to give you that information. You already have it.
Okay, so ma'am, you can't give your first and last name. It's really that suspicious because I will verify something with my team as well. Give me one moment.
Yeah.
Whoever transferred you, I will talk with them.
Yeah, and you can have voice verification as well, and I know that.
I totally understand if you have a voice print, no problem. but we need at least like just your first and last name. I'm not asking any of the financial information or anything, right?
Yeah.
If that's okay, you can say your first name at least, right? That will be helping,
Okay, Shelly.
to be honest with you.
That's fine.
Shelly. Thank you, Shelly.
You're welcome.
Okay, this is something now I feel comfortable talking with you.
All right.
As I see, you're transferred from my credit card team, okay? You want to speak with the fraud department. Now I can give you some little information. Let's see here. Okay, so your question was if there is some fraud happen on your card, right?
Yeah, on anybody's
What
card.
is the procedure?
I'm just wondering what
anyone's
the procedure.
card.
Yeah.
Anyone's card. So, firstly, I want to give you just information about it, like what is the steps going on, okay?
Yeah.
So if there is a fraud happen, we need to cancel your card, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We need to get a new card sent to you, as well as we need to investigate if something amount has been transferred or sent out from your card, right? It's been processed. Then we need to submit a fraud claim and we'll investigate. That's the procedure.
Yeah, I know that procedure. I'm just wondering, what's the investigation process? Is that like a big secret?
Oh,
Like,
investigation,
if
to
somebody,
be honest with you.
yeah,
Investigation, to be honest with you, is not our department. It's
Right.
totally a different department, and they don't have any contact with the customers. But it's a general, we also don't know specifically. It's just they will go through about the transactions, and then they might contact merchant as well to see what happened. Everything like sort of
I
that.
see.
We don't know exactly what happened.
Right.
I'm just guessing, I'm just guessing it.
Mm-hmm.
They also don't disclose anything to anyone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why it's hard in a small town, right? Because it's just like, it's like you don't know whether, obviously you have to get the merchant to pay the money back. So there's obviously going to be something like that. But when you have to deal with the same business, over and over.
We don't know exactly. You can't do it, basically,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
It's really hard.
If we need to investigate, we can't do it. It's a separate team. They are made for that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And that's something they do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry about that, Shelly, that I was not giving you any information, but we are not able to disclose that way. That's why.
Yeah.
But as you said your name, then I can tell you, okay, if someone calls me and say this, it's not valid, to be honest. Sorry about that.
It's okay. All right. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Bye.
So you don't have any problems or anything? You will call us back?
Yeah, of course I have problems. It's a credit card, and this is like an open system, and the merchants know it. And quite frankly, when you live in a small town, they just take advantage and take advantage and take advantage. And what are you going to do, right? You tell on them, you get your $400 back, you get your $800 back. And I am serious. That is how high these things go. And then after that, you can't use their service again to go camping, to store stuff, nothing like that, because they're the only ones around. And suddenly you can't use them again. And if you do, you're taking a huge risk of them doing the same thing, even worse. Right? And so it's like this horrible system where, as a single mother on disability, it is so horrible. It is so horrible to live with and to see, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And unfortunately, the banks should have a solution for this, but they do not. Not at all. I can't afford that per month. Are you kidding me? But I have to. And then I get charged interest on top of that. Sometimes you're looking at $50 a month interest at least, right? So it's just if you don't pay on time, and if you can't, holy geez. I'm just reaching out. I'm trying to find a real solution. I keep hoping that a bank would have the solution, especially a bank. And it's weird how everybody...
We put this type of claim, and I would say if it's fraud, if you haven't authorized, right?
Yeah.
But you have a dealing with the merchant. First, we tell customer to contact merchant, to be honest.
I know that.
With that information,
Yeah.
So if you don't get any response from them, right?
I know. You're
then we
repeating
go
what I already
forward and
told you.
report.
Hello? Yeah, you're repeating what I already told you. I don't need to hear that again. I really don't. I've already gone through it. It's horrible. What I'm saying is that I am very, very surprised that like a bank doesn't have something in place for the poor. I mean, even if you try and get a new card, like that has to be sent through the mail. So then you have to wait. Your card gets canceled. You have to wait for your card to come in. It's just like, this system is not made for me. That is 100% sure. It's made for the rich. So it's just like, I would really, really, really be so happy if there was a bank out there that provided real solutions. Like if I said, hey, stop them from taking my money. It used to be possible. Now it's completely impossible. Or they're like, no, we can't do it. You already gave a card out and you're so irresponsible. And it's like, no, they asked me, they said the only thing that they can get is my credit card. And so you give it to them because you have no choice, and then they take money out, and God almighty, this is just, I can't believe nobody thought this through, especially a bank. This should really be much more, it's your own money. You should be able to say, don't give this person my money. And the bank should say, okay, I'm not going to give it to them. Instead, it's like, wait a month and a half and pay the interest. You know, it's unbelievable, quite frankly. But, yeah, like I hope that it gets resolved at some point. And I'm reaching out to try and find out what other solutions there is, because I do not want to cut up my cards. I don't want to do it. I want to use them. I want to have them, right? I'm not joking. But the fact is would you cut up a card for over $1,000, right? Yeah, absolutely. Would you cut up a card for that interest?
No, I'm not doing then anything on your file, so you get the information and everything. Like if you need any support, you can give us a call.
I'm just talking reason. Hi, hello. I'm talking reason. I'm not talking anything. What you should be doing is writing this down and giving it to your supervisor at the very least. And if anybody else phones and starts talking about the problems with the bank card, they should be doing that as well. That is not policy anymore is incredibly disturbing. That policy is just to repeat what you've already said is so incredibly disturbing. But you know what? You're doing your job. You're doing what you have to do. But I'm voicing my opinion. I'm hoping that it reaches somewheres.
Thank you.
Yeah, and like hopefully it'll reach somewheres. Just, jot something down that would be along the lines of what I'm saying. Send it to somebody, and maybe something will happen. You never know. But at the very least, if you could do that, that would be great.
Sure, that's it. Thank you for that, providing information. Is there anything else I can check for you?
No, that's all I wanted.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no worries. Thank you so much for
You're welcome.
telling me. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Woo, look at all my stuff. Let's see if I can reverse this. That would be great. No, I can't. Anyways, you're looking at my little air quality thing. But not a 9% good air quality. So that's TD Bank. And I'm phoning them about fraudulent claims, and God almighty, are there ever a ton of them? Everybody's taking advantage of the system right now. I kind of figure, I know they're making a lot of money off of it, but I'm wondering why it's so prevalent. And it's like every small business, even big businesses, are taking advantage of this system like there's no tomorrow. And they're screwing us. They're screwing us around. Absolutely. Everybody is. The small businesses are, wherever the heck else. I've had Apple do it, or somebody from Apple. It's, what's their end game? Do they want us all to give up our credit cards? Right? Do they think that we're going to continue to let thousands of dollars be taken out of our accounts? Have we been? Right? Because this is all happening to me all in the same year, where things have gone extraordinarily expensive around here. Like, it's insanely expensive where I live. It's just increasing and increasing and increasing, and businesses are shafting and shafting and shafting, and people like me are getting poorer and poorer and poorer. All of my money is going, and it's not my fault. I think a lot of us are going through this. The banks aren't stupid. The merchants aren't stupid. They know they're doing this. They're just grabbing money wherever they can, and they could care less. They've got so much power. But the reality is that eventually shit's going to hit the fan. People are really, I can't afford this. I've got to cut up my credit cards. I honestly, I do not have a choice. I'm having my credit score going down like crazy. I have to pay interest fees on fraudulent claims that they've been investigating for I don't know how long now. It's been months. They only give me back half my money. Do they want us all to give up our credit cards, or are they going to suddenly come out with something incredibly new and wonderful, and suddenly we're all going to huddle and run back to the credit card company, and they're going to let in people even with lower scores because of what happened, and review their patterns and see how unjust it was, and then we're all going to sing their praises. Is that what's going to happen? And then they can just tool on the smaller companies. It would give you a lot of power, right? If you were able to just say, hey, company, you're not using my business anymore unless you do this, or you're going to get charged extra because you've been doing this and you've been caught, right? They get extra money all around that way. So things like that, it's a huge, huge, huge scam. And literally there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. Nothing. Aside from cutting out my card, there's nothing I can do about it. And this stuff lowers my credit score, and the only way to get it up is by using the freaking card. But when I use the card, I have to pay hundreds of dollars extra. So it's a catch-22. Personally, I think I'm just gonna get rid of the card. I don't even care. I'm just like this is not gonna go anywhere as good for me, and I'd rather have the money for rent. And that's the reality of it. And that's my reality. That's not their reality. Their reality is they're laughing with my money, talking to me like I'm shit on the phone, teaching their customer service people not to even listen to you anymore, to just keep repeating what they've already said, pretending they don't know who you are. She was like, oh, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? I'm like, you already have it. Well, how do I know if it's you if you don't say your name? And it's just why? I'm asking for general information. I can't give you general information unless you're a client, unless I know your name. And it's just yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Absolutely. 100%. But you hear that. The arrogance that they've been taught, right? They've been taught this. They've been taught to talk to you like that. And you have to dish it right back, right? Dish it back. Jesus, fuck. It's just I'm being polite with them right now because I got questions that I need answered and that I'm going to post for everybody, right? I got a lot of good questions for people because people don't always think about asking these things. And, I just happen to be good at this kind of stuff. Most people don't even get this far. Most people get gaslighted right from the beginning. And they're great at it. Believe me, I've gone to the very, very top to we're going to send you to our tech department and blah, blah. And it's this official thing. Believe me, you don't get anywhere there either. What they do is, they say, oh, we're going to do this for you. We're going to do that for you. And then, once you reach the top, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You're all excited. And then they say, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go do this. I've got to go off the line. I'm going to phone you right back. It's going to take about 2 hours. And they never phone back. Or they say, I'm like, you guys email me, Jesus. And they're like, I'm like, I want this in writing. And they'll say, yeah, we're going to email you. We're going to do it right now. We're going to talk to this person. That's going to happen. We're going to do this. And then nothing happens. And like it's quite incredible, because when you get to the top and you're talking to some like supervisor, official, whatever, you think to yourself, finally I'm going to get something done. And it's hard to get there because they gaslight like crazy. And then those people will end up promising you the world, and then after they do that, they cut you off somehow, right? Or they say, oh yeah, I've done this already, don't worry, it's already done, it's in your blah blah blah. Like last time, this lady said she canceled my credit card. She never canceled my credit card. It's still active. And I'm trying to not use it. I've got to phone them and cancel again. That was Capital One, if you look at another video. So Capital One said, and you can hear it, she said she canceled my credit card. You hear it this time. She said she'd cancel my credit card if fraud happened. I just told her fraud happened over and over and over. And she said, if fraud happens, we cancel your credit card. Well, she didn't. I told her, yeah, fraud happened. Are they going to give me a new credit card? Apparently not. I mean, what's their policy exactly? Their policy is gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. And you have to cut them off, because they will waste your time like there's no tomorrow. I've spent like 3 hours talking to these people before, and it is a freaking waste of time. I've had to talk to people, like one bank after another, and then another company, all the same, like huge companies. And it's all the freaking same. They waste your time so freaking bad. A lot of times you have to wait forever for somebody to get on the line. Do you know what I do? I start print screening how long it's been. I start posting on Facebook, right? Like how long I've been waiting. When you do that, they actually notice that you're doing stuff like that. And whether they're just listening to you go or whatever, doesn't matter. They notice, and they will answer the phone really, really quickly. However, like she did, she answered real quick. However, at the same time, they gaslight until there's nothing, until they just don't phone you back and promise you the world. That's their game. And it's very effective. And honestly, I can't do anything about it. I can't do a single thing other than cut up my credit cards, because this is insanity. How much of it had taken? Like I had $800 from Apple. Somebody was charging like every day. I had some from Roblox. I had a storage unit company take an extra $200 and try to take an extra $200 after I blocked my card. And then, so they couldn't do it. And then, I have a storage company. It's like a parking storage company, taking, $100 extra every month. And I've got literally I have to phone this person. And then I've got a taxi company taking $20 extra. I didn't know until I looked at it, and I can't use a taxi now, because every time I do, they charge me $20 extra. And I had, what else was there? Camping place. They charged me twice, one day after the other, and just, different transactions, like $400.01. And then the next one was $400. And the whole fee was just for 2 weeks. So they charged me $800 for 2 weeks of camping. And it wasn't even electricity, no nothing. It was just regular, just plain old lot. And so, so it was expensive as it is at $400. And then they charged me an extra $400 on top of that. Can I get that money back? No. In fact, I've got Apple only gave me half my money back. And so now I've got an extra $400. So I phoned another fraud claim. They still haven't done a single thing about it. She said she was going to cancel my card. She never did. So I'm going to have to, because they started docking me credit, like tons of credit, over almost 200 credit points off of my credit score. And on my credit score, it says that the reason it's so low, from like 816 to like 645, I guess that's over 200. Oh no, that's not 200. So they docked my credit score because now they're saying that I have only paid off my Visa 80% of the time. And so that is like 2 times where they charged me interest on a fraudulent transaction, and they gave me half back, and then they want to investigate again, and then they still haven't got back to me, and they're still wanting me to pay them that plus the interest. So I'm gonna have to. Like, I don't have a choice. They're gonna screw around with my credit score even more. Imagine I went from absolutely excellent credit score and then 2 $40 charges for a fraudulent transaction, like 2 $40 interest charges for a fraudulent transaction through Apple doesn't get paid. And my credit score goes from excellent to fair. I don't know what that's about, but I'd say that's huge power and control. And it's disgusting. It's so inhumane. It's so inhumane. It's like you're making us live by your rules, and your rules don't allow us to live. Anyways, I'm going to post this. Oh, here we go. I'm going to post this, and anybody who wants to share this, please go right ahead. I encourage it.